What's the word? What's the word? We in this thing. We in this thing. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word?
Ooh, Jay.
We back. We back. We back. What do I want to do? Okay, we got YouTube on here too. What's up? What's the deal? What's the deal? TTS in the building. We gonna somebody wants to burn. Mm, mm, mm.
I want all of you younger people to know that the right to remain silent does not only apply to when you're being arrested. A lot of times, just shutting up simply could save you a lifetime of pain and problems. Today, we talking about Offset and Little TJ. Now, before we get started, you know what I need? I need them subs, them likes, and run up that hype. Help me build out this channel. We gonna get to that 100K. Put the plaque over there. I bet. So listen, last night we seen the situation between Offset, right, and Lil TJ. One of the weirdest link ups when it comes to problems we've ever heard of. But at the same time, it's well documented that they've been having confrontation over the past year. You
Yeah.
wanna know why? Because the rappers speak about it. Now, I'm gonna keep it 100. Even with that being said, right, speaking about it, it's all upon your actions and how you regulate your emotions whenever you run into a nigga. You got to know that there's a time and a place. But sometimes, especially today, though, none of that shit matter. See, we live in a time where everybody's tough. Whenever somebody sees somebody and they're op, they gotta run down, something gotta happen. Now, we seen Offset going through what people are calling a gambling addiction. It's been random people we've never heard of, up until Selena Powell saying that she done loaned this nigga money.
Damn, Instagram calling me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what's up? And I thought he was just like horny. So I was like, okay. But like, I can't you. I'm on my flow. So it's like, what are we talking about? He was like, yo, I need a favor.
Wait, let's not skip over that. He told her he still needed that. He still needed that.
So I was like, I did a favor and this is a test. I was like, okay, what? He was like, how much money can you get or are you by? And I was like, I mean, like I have I sent him the video, like all that money that I have in my safe.
You're a rich.
And he immediately called me. He called me back and then he was like, bring all of it.
You know what I mean? She had to come to the casino to give him money. We seen randoms running down on this nigga at the casino trying to take pictures, calling him out his name. And you gotta ask yourself, we've been down this road before. Freecash.com.
I hate this fucking
Freecash.com
ad
has
he got.
over 200 a stream, and you good. The average person has to him, just if they got a chip in their pocket to go gamble, is crazy. Keep that in mind. It's crazy. We lived in a time, well, I lived in a time, I was born in the early, or not the early, the late 1900s, you feel me? 1982 to be exact. And through those times, when we saw a celebrity, it was special because you only could see them on television or you could only see them in a magazine. Now these niggas is
Yeah, I ain't gonna
everywhere.
lie. If I
They
seen
everywhere
Offset
so
in the
much you get
fucking
tired of them. And
in the
people been
mall
seeing
asking
Offset
for money,
running
I'd be
through the
like, "What
casinos.
the
Now
fuck you
look,
doing, huh?"
the reason why I said you got the right to remain silent
I mean,
and
not
you
the mall
gotta
at the
keep that shit
casino.
going is because the more you talk, the more you're gonna put yourself into more of a problem when there's an ongoing investigation. Keep in mind, someone was shot. This is not a little situation. Now, Little TJ was not charged with the shooting. He's out on bail. Here's the news report of him getting out.
Bridget, I know Little TJ had some words for Offset as he was leaving jail. Fill us in.
Yeah, Christy, he had a lot to say when he was bonding out of jail, including
Even the fucking lady was like, what the fuck is he saying?
He heard Offset say after he was shot. Now, to be clear, Lil TJ has not been charged with any type of shooting charge, and Offset, he remains here at the hospital. Still a lot of questions about what exactly happened. This is rapper Lil TJ bonding out of the Broward County Jail Tuesday afternoon.
Fight who?
Were you involved in a fight at the casino?
Does Offset owe you money? I don't do no damn fighting.
The rapper's real name is Tyone Merritt. He was at Hollywood's Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Monday night when rapper Offset was shot.
He said he don't do no
told Local
fighting.
10 Cameras some of his account of what happened.
Yo, that shot me. That shot me. La la la. Is a rat cat. Weirdos. Y'all in a good interview.
According to Seminole Police, there was some sort of fight and a shooting at the valet area outside. 2 people were taken into custody, but no other details were made available. Offset boasts a whopping 23.8 million followers on social media with more than 17 million Spotify listeners monthly. He was married to well-known rap artist
They
Cardi
didn't say
B.
Lil TJ shit.
Offset's rep confirms he's in stable condition and is being closely monitored at a hospital. We asked Lil TJ if there was a fight between them before the shooting.
Did he put his hands on you? I don't know how many times I say shit like that. Nobody will touch me.
His lawyer said in a statement Lil TJ has not been shot, nor has Lil TJ been charged with any shooting. Any reporting to the contrary is false. We have requested the official arrest form for Lil TJ. We are waiting on that, and I did reach back out to Offset's rep with a few more follow-up questions, waiting on her response as well. We're live in Hollywood. Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
Wow, that was
Now, there's footage circulating of Offset, you know what I mean, being visited while he's in the hospital. And like they said, he's in stable condition but being monitored. Now, keep in mind, I said you got the right to remain silent, and a lot of y'all niggas got to learn that at all times. Because, again, this is something that's public. You're a public figure, and the words that you say can have an outcome on how the situation goes in your favor or under, right? But here's the report. It states that TMZ reports that according to a probable cause affidavit, cops claim around 7:22 p.m. Eastern Time, Lil TJ directed members of his party to start a fight with another group of males at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Now, again, while you wasn't arrested for that, he was only arrested for disorderly conduct. Somebody got shot. That means somebody discharged a firearm. I seen all of these people saying shit like, yo, stand your ground, law. And y'all niggas don't know nothing. Stand your ground. He's not from Florida. He's not from Florida. And Lil TJ, to my recollection, is a felon. Felons cannot be in the possession of a firearm in any states. But let's continue. It says, police say during the altercation, one of Lil TJ's associates pulled out a gun and fired, injuring Offset. The docs say cops have reviewed security footage of Lil TJ hopping out of his vehicles, pointing out Offset, and leading his group over to the rapper, right? Says where the fight broke out. They also claim Lil TJ filmed the incident on his phone. Again, y'all niggas got to learn that everything ain't meant to be recorded. I mean, you already being recorded, but you know why people record things on their phones? To embarrass people, to say, oh, shit, we got the content, nigga. We got the footage. We got the content. You know how they talk all that shit, right? But it says, continue to read. Oh, it says, oh, you know, the same shit, right? Claim that he tried to film it. It says, as you know, Lil TJ was arrested and booked into the Broward County Jail on a charge of misdemeanor disorderly conduct affray, right? It says he was released Tuesday, at which time he called Offset a rat. Now, we're going to watch this video. And this is one of the main reasons why I say you have the right to remain silent, because, again, it's a sense of arrogance that rappers have. I ain't gonna say we maybe getting away with shit, right? Like being unscathed in the situation. Did he, you know what I mean? Did he come out on the bad side other than going to jail? No, I mean, he ain't got no scars or bruises on his face, you know what I mean, after the altercation. So there is reports of people saying that he got knocked out and all this other shit. I don't visibly see it. Until we see a video, we won't know. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see the video soon, which is going to be crazy. That's another thing that's going to set the internet on fire. But let's watch this video of Lil TJ in the aftermath of what just happened and him getting out of jail.
Did Offset at the casino?
Did Offset owe you money? I don't do no damn fighting.
Hey man, you just want to tell us what happened?
Did I shoot Offset? It's crazy.
They're saying you were disorderly. Outside
he
the
put his
casino, there
hands
was a
on
fight
you?
near the
I
valet.
smacked the out of Offset. He would never play with me like that in his life.
Somebody owe you- does somebody owe you money?
Ask Offset.
He owe you money?
Ask Offset.
Do you have issues with Offset?
I don't know. What happened?
He's in the
last night?
hospital right now, but he's
The
okay.
last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. Yo, that shot me. That shot me. La la la. A rat, cat, weirdos. Y'all in a good ass interview. I'm walking to my car like.
What started the fight?
Y'all getting a good ass interview. Shut up, nigga. You stupid ass.
Were they after you?
Brother, this guy stinks! Nobody wants to touch me. You know what happened last touch me? You know what happened touch me?
What happened?
I don't even know. Ask Google. Who else is involved? Damn.
Did you ever say if you didn't get your money, you'd get it back in blood?
Yo, don't say nothing, bro. Take it easy, brother.
See, the person that told him to not say nothing when he got to the car should have been standing right out over there when he got out of jail because he said too much. All of the, yo, you know what happened to the last person who touched me? I don't know, go look at Google. Oh, man, yo.
Yeah, it's like you watching a nigga
Any
run
police
himself into the wall.
officers that have a dedicated folder or are a part of a unit, specifically the hip hop shit, that's watching y'all niggas, y'all make their job so easy, man. Come on, my nigga, what are you doing? What happened to the last person? TJ
Like I said,
just had a crazy situation where they was trying to tie him to a bunch of shit. And I mean, luckily enough, he escaped from that. But you cannot get out of jail on a disorderly misconduct. The police said that you know what I mean? That you
Yeah, like you was almost out of the woods with that shit because they ain't even put the gun, they ain't put the fire of the gun on you. So now you want to go, oh, ask that nigga Offset. Now you look stupid and shit because now you implicating yourself in this crime that, oh my God, he's an idiot.
directed somebody over there and they jumped them and somebody ends up getting shot and then you start, listen, man, trust and believe. Police is trying to build their case right now, my nigga. They trying to build a case right now. And I'm not talking specifically just for that. I'm just saying generally. Because there's an arrogance that rappers have when they talk about these things, when they go through these things. Nobody not gonna play with me. Nobody not gonna do nothing. Nobody not gonna do nothing. And I'll say that I understand to some sort of extent TJ's trauma. That nigga almost lost his life. And that shit is not to be taken lightly. He got shot 7 times. 7 times. Listening to the 911 calls, it was sounding like he had checked out. It was a guy that had him in the car saying, yo, he checked out. You feel me? Now, it's also reported that when all of this happened, everybody scattered. Everybody got out the way when this happened. Now, of course, they're going to try to put the squeeze on him to some sort of extent or somebody around him in order to find the person who shot, which they really not going to need to do that because with all of the technology that they have today, a simple camera search, a simple watch back, you know what I mean, will get them all the information they need. But keep in mind, man,
Ed Casino's got the best cameras.
Have to calm down, bro. Y'all are out here losing
Yeah, Casino's got the best cameras, the best all of that shit.
out on every opportunity that y'all have. This does not do nothing for the money. I tell you what it does. It messes the money up. People don't want to book you when you're dangerous or when they think you're dangerous or when they think that you got people around you that's going to get out and shoot a well-known rapper in public. You feel me? And I'm not counting nobody pockets. I'm just speaking for what it is. Now, if I was on the management side of this man's team, I would have told him, don't say a thing. Let the lawyer speak for you. Let the publicist speak for you. Fall back and get back to what you got signed for, and that's create. Niggas want you to create. We ain't getting no creativity. Now, as far as Offset, it doesn't say that he's complied with any law enforcement. There's no reports and none of that shit. I see people trying to put smut on his name already, but it doesn't say that he cooperated or corroborated any type of stories and none of that shit. But I'm just saying, man, look at what's happened in the past couple of months regarding Offset. You feel me? Now, it's also, I'm not going to say necessarily just not fair or none of that shit because he put himself in this position. You know what I mean? You at the casino, niggas could catch you anytime. They know you over there. I don't think that TJ possibly came over there looking to do nothing to him. He just ran into him. But it's also, shit, people know that you there. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I mean, we're watching this happen in real time. I think this is one of the first altercations in a long time where there's been some sort of shooting and 2 rappers
and
tied
Offset
to
need
it.
to go get him some fucking
And
help.
we seeing it happen in real time. I mean, you could go down the line of things that happened, but we didn't see security footage or get like firsthand details. No, I can't say that. These niggas talk too much. What am I talking about? Rappers have always ran their mouth too damn much. As time goes on, we gonna get the real story about what happened. I mean, we can evidently already see that there was a discrepancy between this nigga giving him about 10 bands. He told him, get it back in blood by him. I mean, Offset told TJ, get it back in blood. It seems like that happened, and now he's trying to put the rat word on him. You feel me? Now, listen, it's so crazy, man. You get what you asked for. If you told that man to do something to you and he did it, then, hey, what can you say? But I'm just asking, what is it all worth? This doesn't help anything for either one of these niggas. And you got to ask yourself, how serious were their problems? Now, if Offset borrowed the money, he should have paid the money back. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. I remember I seen this clip recently of Academics speaking about his interview with TJ, and he was saying that, you know, he told him to get it back in blood and all of this other shit, and how he went off, and TJ was just like, yo, bro, like, not saying I'm a little nigga, but like, I'm younger than you. You feel me? Like, you needed something, I gave it to you, you should have given it back. Now, by those standards, by everything TJ said, this nigga Offset looks crazy. Yes, my nigga, you look crazy. But at the same time, he got some work to do. You know what I mean? He got some real serious work to do. That gambling shit is no joke. It's no game. But y'all tell me what y'all think. You feel me? Like, how do y'all feel about TJ saying what he said? Do he got the right to just say whatever? Or do y'all think it was a bad move? Me personally, I think it was a bad move. We don't know if these charges could be upgraded or anything else changes through any of this. I think that when you get into situations and these cameras come out, especially the news and all of that, you gotta take a back seat. You gotta take a back seat and just chill. Go get in your car, shut the fuck up until your lawyer gets it figured out. This is how I do it myself, though. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually will. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's
That chick Angel.
welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button, smash that notification button. Bangers, bangers, bangers.
Turn it off. I gotta be able to have this option, bro, because I ain't finna keep playing by your rules.
What are my rules?
Holy.
Bro, what is that, my rule? Bro, we were with some MMA guys. I said, oh yeah, I didn't make sure, right? I like it was like a on the fly thing, but it was like that was the whole point of it though. Like I didn't set any rules, did I? Boxing is boring.
Boxing is not boring. It's not boring. Just say you don't want to do it, man. Don't put yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. Because I got the M. I got the meal. That's what you so pressed about. I got the million. We can put it up. We can put the whole million in a box, all blues, and have it at the top like Squid Games. And once they announce the winner, it dropped down onto the ring, and then whoever won catch the whole M's. It's easy. All I'm like, okay, cool, bruh. This happens every time I do any type of competition. Like, even when I play one-on-one basketball, no, we can only do 3 dribbles. And I always confide to their rules and however they want to do some shit. Every single time, bro. I want a box. I'm putting up $1 million and I ain't got no say-so and nothing. I got to MMA you. And I gotta go by your rules. I gotta fight for 3 minutes. Like, what the you ain't Floyd? The hell? Just box. You the one that want to put an M up. You know you're gonna get your what? Why would you even waste $1 million like that? I don't even get it. We all know you're going to get your beat. Whether I say MMA or not. But it's just the fact that I need to stand my ground when it comes to like this. Because every time I got to compete with somebody, I got to go by their rules. I want to box. It's Cat Free. Appreciate that 5. You talking about boring. Everybody going to watch this. Everybody. You know how many people called me talking about, I'm pulling up, bro. I'm coming to the fight. Hey, then make it happen. Get his extra M. He can make more money than me. Get his extra money so he can feel better. He feel like it's worth it. He can work. It's worth this whooping. I don't care to make more money than him. I don't care about none of that. Hey, then make the fight happen. Because he trying every way, which way possible to back out of this. You said you want to fight. You made it a whole big thing. And then your weak fans got the worst jokes ever. You need to start watching me so y'all can get funny. Because y'all DMing me the weakest jokes, the weakest roasts. DD pussy? What? So MMA daddy. What? That's not funny. Sobe the Great. Come learn from us. You got no jokes. Stop. You they make me giggle once. I was beefing with Bruce and she's actually funny. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. These low-key is a little funny. It might be a little dark or whatever, but they is kind of funny. These ain't funny at all. Whatsoever.
They know the both. Yeah, I feel like you put up the M, y'all got a box.
Who's that next to him?
At the high level, it's pretty cool.
We box.
At the high and low level for boxing is cool.
Put up an M apiece. M ain't nothing to you, XQC. You got it, right? Yes, it's light.
He's acting tough in front of his friends, probably.
Who the f is talking on your Discord? Acting tough for what? I just said we box. Bro. You just don't even, like, come on, bro. Stop it. Did I call XQC out the box? Or did he call me out? Didn't he call me out, y'all? Right or wrong? Why is me and XQC beefing? Because he talks about me, right? Have I ever started anything with this nice white man? No. Everybody starts with me. I don't be starting with nobody. So now when I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. Let's fight under one condition. Okay, cool. You want to put an M up? Fine. But let's box. I'm not finna play I'm not finna play by XQC rules and this and that, blah, blah, blah. We can box. Either way it go, you're gonna lose. But I'm not finna sit here and let you pick everything that we do, bro. And I gotta put an M up? Hell no, bro. No, you got long legs. Long legs, I got short legs. It's like, what we doing? If we do MMA, we not putting an M up. How about that? We do MMA, no million. If you want to put $1 million up, we box. How about that? Let's do that. You can try to choke, slam, whatever you want. You got to meet me in the middle somewhere if you want this to happen. That's a good deal. That's fair. You want to put $1 million up? You can't have everything, XQC. We do the MMA, you want to wait for 6 months for whatever reason, it's fine. I just think he's ducking at this point, and it's getting annoying. It's like, all right, don't get me hyped up, and then you just saying that for clips.
Funny. So I'll put it.
Bro, low key. Unless you're fat, weight and muscle is a massive part of it. Like, come on, if you have good cardio, yeah, and you're against somebody who's way less muscle, buddy, you roll. Like what? Like how is this so hard to understand? You have more weight, you have more muscle, and you have decent cardio, over somebody who has less.
You know what? I'll meet you in the middle. You want to do MMA? 500,000. I put 500 up. That's my last compromise with you, bro. You want me to put an M up, and you want to do MMA, all this other 500,000 MMA. I'm still gonna box your head off. It's not gonna make a difference. Let's do that. We can do that. That's the compromise I do with you. Otherwise, we got to box.
You just win instantly.
But I'm not finna keep reacting to you every goddamn day. Cause me and you both know you don't want to do this. And that really wanted to box would have been on some shit. Like, all right, cool, let's do it. You obviously scared, bro. I have no doubt in my body. But we ain't finna play by your rules. That's what we dealt with all our lives. I ain't gonna make it a race thing. Let me call Aiden. I called Aiden yesterday, and this.
Yo.
Hey.
What's up, bro?
Bro, I think SQC scared, bro. He keep making all these rules up. But I want this fight to happen for you, bro. Like, I think it's gonna be really good for your brand risk, and I think it's gonna be the most eyeballs. Not to say that your show ain't already lit, but like, this gonna be a big match. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's he saying now?
Well, he's saying now, like, I gotta put $1 million up in order to fight him, and it has to be MMA and all this other shit. And I'm like, damn, when do I get to say so? You know what I mean? Why is it all what XQC want, and I gotta put my own money up?
I think you guys should come in the middle and both agree to terms, you know?
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, okay, cool. If I gotta put an M up, we box.
Oh, so you don't want to do MMA anymore?
If we do MMA, I'm not putting my money up. But if it'll make them feel better, I'll put 500 up, bro. It's you know what's gonna happen. You know the result. But it's just the fact that I gotta do whatever y'all or whatever he say in terms in order to fight him when he called me out. Usually when it's called out, it's not like they get to make all the rules of the fight. You know what I mean?
I think it should be mutual, but I do think that you did say yes to MMA.
We can do MMA, but he want me to get $1 million of my money.
Up front, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's like hella extra. That's doing too much.
Yeah, because you're saying you want to do MMA. So I'll talk to XQC. You say you'll put 500 up though. Plus, I'll get you guys your own money, obviously on the side. But how do you want to do it? Tell me so I can talk to him.
I'll do that. If we do 500 MMA, I'm gonna kick the shit out of him. I'll do it.
Okay. Okay.
But I guarantee. Look, I'm gonna tell you what he gonna say before. He gonna be no, it has to be a ticket at least. So you can give him more money than you would give me. It doesn't matter. Like, however you want to do it.
Okay.
But what happens is, so the 500, right? So say I whoop his, right? Boom. I just take his 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You take the 500 out of the purse. Yes.
Out of the purse.
Yeah, because you guys are each getting money on top. Like, obviously, the purse. So
how much money are we gonna get paid for this fight?
What do you guys want? You said $1 million, right?
Okay, if we're gonna get $1 million for the fight, let's put the purse up then. And I'm not going to the bank and putting.
Yeah, no, I think that's what it is, bro. I think that's what he was trying to do.
That's what he's trying to say. Oh, it's good then. We can do that. I'm thinking he's saying, on top of whatever you given, boom, you gotta go get $1 million of your own money and put it up and fight by my rules. This is not Gervonta Davis. You ain't got that type of say so. You know what I mean?
Honestly, for this argument, I actually agree with you on this. I think just loser, and you're cool with it. I think winner takes the entire purse, and I think that's what's fair, and I think you're okay with that, and he should be okay with that, so.
Bet.
Okay, so you're okay with that. All right, let me call him. I'll call you back.
All right.
Okay.
Boy, please.
Yeah, he want this fight. He want this shit.
Please.
I don't blame him.
Eminem. I mean, the winner take 2? Please, bro. I pray this happen. I need it. I need that M. I want a Bugatti after this. I'm going Bugatti. I might go. What? Y'all, stop telling me just do boxing. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm straight, bro. These is good. It's nothing wrong with my leg, bro. Why do y'all think I can't do it? And I ain't even finna say nothing else. But, bro, it's good, bro. Y'all think I ain't gonna train? If it's MMA, I'm actually gonna take training like extremely serious. I'm gonna make sure I get a physical therapist. I'm gonna make sure I got full range of motion. Cause I damn near want to get a kick knockout. I don't even want to do the punches. That's too easy. I damn near want to kick him in his neck. You know what I'm saying? One of them. One of them, though.
Hey, that might be, I ain't gonna lie, this might be lit. This might end up being lit. I hope XQC don't pussy out of this, which I feel like he is, but.
Putting up my own money, though, nah. We're gonna have to do something, because it's something I don't know about, buddy. XQC might not be, though, like, I'm not underestimating him. I'm just extremely confident in myself. He might come in there, y'all. He might knock my ass out. You never know. It's fighting. You never know. He might get in that ring, kick me in the neck, and it might be over with. And that's when I'm gonna book my flight to Pontiac, delete my social media, and start over with a different name, dye my hair, go get a little facial surgery, change my look, change my name at the DMV, and start over. Fresh start. Plastic surgery, everything. I'm gonna change everything up. It's gonna be cool. And I seen people like talking about why you ain't fight this person and you want to fight this person. It's because this makes sense for me.
And he called him out.
Completely truthful, not even on no. I ain't even trying to, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even get the other shit, and there's no benefit behind that. But this makes sense for me. Fan base is cool. Like,
I talked to DDG. He's down to fight MMA, but he wants to put the entire purse up. Are you okay with that?
What does that mean?
So you guys get $1 million, you put the entire $1 million up. It's a betting game, basically. You're betting $1 million.
Yeah, can I get back on you on that so I get the specifics?
Yes, yeah, of course. I'm just doing what you want, you know. Where you still want to do MMA, right?
Yeah, if he agrees to that.
Yes, he said MMA just wants to put the whole purse up.
I don't know what that means. Can I just get back to you on that so that I get all my ducks in order?
He don't want to fight.
Of course, dude, of course.
Okay, 100% then.
He don't want to fight.
Let me talk to my chat.
Okay, all right, bye.
See you, man. Chat, what does that mean? Chat, what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
that's it. He didn't duck. He said he'd get back to him. So he'd get back to him. But if I had to guess, he ain't gonna do that.
See you, man.
I don't think he's gonna do it. He doesn't understand. He knows what it means.
Yeah, he know what it means.
Chat, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Don't do it.
Even his chat saying he ducking.
His whole chat saying don't.
Ducking. He pussy.
Do it.
Wait. Chat, is it
He not fighting. DDG is such a pussy to call out X. He didn't call him out. XQC called him out.
wait, is it not gonna end again?
Stop peer pressuring him. Forcing XQC to possibly get killed. Typical. His chat even roasted this nigga. Duck. This fight is a fantasy.
Pontiac Reaper.
That's. Oh.
I'm the Pontiac Reaper, man.
All right. You know what? You're right. Let's not even make this fight happen. I'm not even joking, bro. They're my friends. I don't want anyone getting hurt. You're right. All right. I'm taking the hint.
Grand opening, grand
Smart
closing.
guy, XQC. Just stop running your mouth. After this, stop talking about people, bro.
Yeah, like, nigga, you don't want to fight. Giannis just betrayed the Milwaukee Bucks.
The league is investigating the Bucks for their handling of the player participation policy in regards to the health of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis had told reporters that he's ready to play, while the team told investigators that Giannis declined to participate in 3-on-3 scrimmages as part of his return protocol.
The Milwaukee Bucks are going nowhere, and Giannis is sitting up there saying, I want to play. They tried to put it on him, and he ain't having it.
So Giannis just stood in front of the cameras in Milwaukee and told the whole world that the Milwaukee Bucks are basically lying about him.
I feel good. I've said this since day one. After the injury, I felt good. Felt good to go.
He used the word slap in the face. He dropped an F-bomb. He said the relationship between him and the franchise needs couples therapy. And then, less than 24 hours later, the NBA confirmed they're officially investigating the Milwaukee Bucks. This is not a normal injury update. This is a two-time MVP, the most loyal superstar of his generation, publicly going to war with the only franchise he's ever known, with 9 games left in the season that the Bucks were already eliminated from. But why would Giannis want to play so badly? Why would the Milwaukee Bucks be so adamant about shutting him down? The whole thing doesn't make sense. There's nothing really to play for here. Now, here's the craziest part. There's a detail buried inside the league's own statement that completely flips this story on its head. Once you hear it, the whole I want to play narrative looks completely different. And we're going to get to that. We're going to break down the contract bomb that has the entire league preparing for a Giannis trade this summer.
Yeah, he definitely gonna be gone by next year. They're gonna trade this nigga because they've been already going back and forth with if they wanted to trade him anyway. So I think he definitely getting traded after this.
We're going to talk about why his little brother is secretly at the center of this entire thing. But first, you need to understand how a Milwaukee Bucks team that has made it to the playoffs for 9 years in a row ended up in this position, with their franchise players screaming at the front office in front of cameras. It's my favorite day of the week. On Tuesday! Taco Tuesday, PrizePicks has discounted plays all day long that plays back. First to sign up, tailed this game, so I think he's easier. That with has been putting down 150 discords daily links like check 1212. What's going on, everybody? So let's rewind. March 15th, the Milwaukee Bucks are facing off against the Indiana Pacers. Giannis throws down a dunk in the third quarter. He lands awkwardly and he walks off with what the team would later call a hyperextended left knee and a bone bruise. He had 31 points in 23 minutes that night. The Bucks won the game, and nobody in that arena had any idea it was the last time Giannis would wear a Milwaukee Bucks jersey this season. 2 weeks later, Milwaukee was officially eliminated from playoff contention, the first time the franchise has missed the playoffs since 2016. 9 straight postseason appearances gone, and without Giannis in the lineup, this team has been a dumpster fire. 2-8 in the games he's missed, including a 133-101 beatdown by the Boston Celtics on Friday night, and a loss to the Spurs that mathematically ended their season. At the time I'm recording this video, they're sitting at 30 wins and 47 losses, locked into the 11th seed in the East. The only thing the Milwaukee Bucks are playing for at this point is lottery balls. And that, my dear viewer, is where this entire thing starts. So here's what's happening.
Hey, he kind of blowing the whistle on this shit where if he have to stay, it's fucking him over if they do investigate and figure out it was some foul play, because they doing this to get a player to put with him so he can stay. So if he was planning to stay, he fucking his own shit up by even saying something right now. Because now your team can't get better if they do investigate and figure out that these niggas was withholding you from the games on purpose.
Behind the scenes, with the playoffs out of reach, the Milwaukee Bucks have a choice. They can let Giannis play out in the string of meaningless basketball games and risk re-aggravating his injury, or they can shut him down, protect their asset, and tank for a better draft pick. This is front office basketball 101. I mean, we've never seen a tank race like this in NBA history. Every losing team in the league does this. So the Milwaukee Bucks made their choice. The Athletic first reported it, then Shams confirmed it on ESPN. Milwaukee approached Giannis about getting shut down for the rest of the year, and Giannis flat out said, "No thank you, I want to play." This is where it gets really weird, so stay with me. According to Giannis, after that initial conversation with Doc Rivers and their general manager John Horst, the Bucks just stopped talking to him about it. His own words was, "I had an initial conversation with who I should be talking to, which is Coach Doc, and the initial conversation is that I want to play, and after that I've never had a conversation again. Nobody has ever approached me about not playing or whatever the plan is." Picture that for a second. second. You're the face of the franchise. You're a 2-time MVP. You're an NBA champion. And the front office, instead of having an actual conversation with you, just starts ruling you out game after game on injury reports, 10 straight games, 11 straight games, while you're sitting in pregame warmups, dunking, sweating, and telling everyone that you feel fine. And that's where this thing blows up. On Friday night, an hour before tip-off against Boston, Giannis Antetokounmpo sets fire to the entire thing. So on Friday night, Giannis sits down with reporters from the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel and The Athletic, and he just unloads. This isn't a measured response from Giannis's PR team, and it's very obvious when you hear what he has to say. Giannis comes out and says, "I've never seen a case of a player saying my caliber of playing. That's like I'm saying it publicly. I want to fucking play. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever seen this." And he's actually right about that, guys. Think about how rare this is. We've seen the opposite of this situation a million times. Superstars sitting out games with mystery injuries, teams covering for them, load management memes. Kawhi Leonard has built an entire career on this. We do not see 2-time MVP standing at a podium screaming, "Put me in, coach," while the entire team says no. This is unprecedented, and there is no recent comparison. It goes even further. Giannis would say,
"You know who you are dealing with. So for somebody to come and tell me that to not play or to not compete, it's like a slap in my face." So I don't know where the relationship goes from there.
Let's pay attention to that final sentence. I don't know where the relationship goes from here. That is not a sentence you say about an organization that you plan on staying with for the long term. That is the kind of sentence that we're going to rehash over the next couple of months when we discuss Giannis trade rumors. Remember that line, because the contract situation we're about to get into makes that quote a lot scarier than it sounds right now. But before we get there, Giannis brought up something that almost nobody is talking about, and it might be the most important part of this entire story. Earlier this season, Alex Antetokounmpo, Giannis's youngest brother, made his NBA debut with the Milwaukee Bucks. That made the Antetokounmpos the third set of 3 brothers to all play for the same franchise in NBA history. Giannis, Thanasis, and now Alex. 3 brothers, 1 uniform. A legitimately beautiful basketball story that can only rival Bronny James playing with his father. This should have been one of the feel-good moments of the NBA season. And on Friday, when reporters pushed Giannis on why he wants to play in meaningless games for a team going nowhere, this is what he said.
Because I heard somebody say that, he says that he wants to play, but he doesn't really want to play. First of all, I don't know who gives you information like that. I don't know, you be an idiot to have an opportunity to play with your brother that you're 8 years older than him. When I played my first NBA game, I was 11 years old. You know, when my dad passed away, I pretty much raised him, and he's able to be on the team and suit up and chase an opportunity to be great.
That hits differently. Giannis basically raised Alex after their father Charles passed away in 2017. And now, for the first and maybe the only time in their entire lives, they have a chance to share an NBA floor together. And the Bucks are telling him no. You can be a cynical front office and say,
"Yeah, but we need to tank so we could get AJ Debinsa."
But from Giannis's side, this is personal and this is about family. Think about the sacrifices Giannis has made for the Milwaukee Bucks. He decided to come back to a team that had virtually no chance of competing. He won this franchise a championship and has been loyal to this franchise for years. Now, has he been toxic in the offseason in order to push the Milwaukee Bucks to try to build contenders around him? Yes, but that doesn't erase
That's star shit. Most star players do that anyway. It ain't like he ain't doing nothing that other stars haven't did in the past.
the fact that Giannis has been loyal to the Milwaukee Bucks, even though at times things looked bleak for the Milwaukee Bucks. In a separate interview with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, Giannis dropped another bomb that flew completely under the radar. He admitted that this season has been the hardest of his career for the first time ever. He's been separated from his family. The exact quote was, "This was my first time in my career being away from my family. I was here and my family wasn't. My body was in the game, but my mind was not." Why? Because he kept his family away from Milwaukee on purpose to shield them from the trade rumors. Now hold all of this in your head. The brother, the dad, the family, the slap in the face. Because at this point in the story, Giannis is the obvious good guy, the wrong superstar who gave his best years to the Milwaukee Bucks, won them a championship, was a two-time MVP during his time with Milwaukee, and the Milwaukee Bucks are obviously the villain here. Except there's one thing we have to come back to, and it's buried inside the NBA statement, and I have to admit, it doesn't make Giannis look that great. So on Saturday afternoon, the day after Giannis went nuclear at the podium, the NBA puts out an official statement on the investigation. And in that statement, the league drops a piece of information that absolutely nobody saw coming. The investigation has found that the Bucks scheduled Giannis to work out last week in 3-on-3 scrimmages as part of his return to play process, but he declined to participate. Wait, so hold on, wait, what? Let me get this straight. Giannis stands in front of cameras on Friday and says,
I'm available to play. Right now, I'm available. Why aren't the Milwaukee Bucks playing me?
And the narrative explodes.
And he wanna
Everyone
play with
takes
his brother.
Giannis' side. The NBPA puts out a statement basically calling the Bucks tankers. Twitter is going nuts. Sports talk shows are roasting Milwaukee. And bear in mind, Adam Silver has been on a witch hunt for tanking teams this season. I mean, the Utah Jazz got fined $500,000 a couple of months ago for tanking. The Indiana Pacers got a $100,000 fine for tanking. So if anything, Adam Silver is out trying to prove that teams are intentionally holding their stars out. But less than 24 hours later, the NBA itself confirms that the Bucks did try to put Giannis through the standard return to play protocol. 3-on-3 scrimmages, the actual basketball activity that would prove he can play. And Giannis said no. When Doc Rivers was asked about this, he just said that Giannis is simply not healthy. Now, to be fair to Giannis, there's still a disagreement about whether he was asked to do another group workout earlier this past week. The league's exact words were the facts remain in dispute, and Giannis can absolutely make the argument that 3-on-3 scrimmages are unnecessary if he knows his body is fine. He knows his body better than anyone. But here's the issue. In the NBA's return to play protocol, you don't just skip the steps. You don't get to declare yourself healthy in a press conference. You go through the process, you check the boxes, the team doctors clear you, and then you play. Giannis didn't do that. And the second that detail came out, the entire...
So it really looked like he throwing a tantrum now because you ain't even doing the protocol to get back. If you really wanted to get back, you would have just did the shit where it would have been like irrefutable. But now, like, you just trying to play so you can play with your brother.
Bucks are lying about my health argument had a giant asterisk slapped onto it. So is Giannis really healthy, or is he just picking and choosing what he gets to participate in? Honestly, you can read this in two completely different ways. Either the Bucks are tanking and using the protocol as cover, or Giannis is so frustrated with the front office that he's refusing to go through their process out of pride. The truth is somewhere in the middle here. Both sides are spinning, both sides are lying a little, and that is exactly why the league is investigating in the first place. Now here's where I have to play the devil's advocate for a second, because as much as Giannis is the sympathetic figure in the story, the Bucks aren't just being evil villains here. There's an actual basketball reason as to why they want to shut him down, and once you hear it, you might even agree with them. The first reason is Giannis has a long and scary history of calf strains. He's missed extended stretches of multiple seasons because of his right calf, and the thing about calf injuries that should terrify every Bucks fan watching this is that calf strains are one of the biggest red flags for an Achilles tear. The two are connected. The calf and the Achilles are basically part of the same chain. When Kevin Durant tore his Achilles in the 2019 NBA Finals, what was the injury that he was coming back from? A calf strain. He rushed back, the calf gave out, and the Achilles went with it. KD has openly said that it's changed his career forever. So when the Bucks medical staff looks at Giannis, a guy with a chronic calf history, who just hyperextended his knee, who plays harder and jumps higher than maybe any human being on the planet that's at his weight, and they say, we don't think you should play in meaningless games, that is not crazy, that is responsible. That is them trying to protect their asset from the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I don't blame him at that point when it's like that. Like when you got the precursor to the Achilles gonna put him down for a year. So nigga, you worry about sitting down for these games that don't mean shit. So you fuck around and tear that bitch in one of those games, you're gonna be sick.
Because if Giannis does suffer a calf strain, not only is he ruled out for the next year, there goes the Milwaukee Bucks' opportunity to not only trade him for a year, but also his value would diminish significantly. It would also complicate Giannis' free agency. A player that's coming off of a torn Achilles at Giannis' age is going to be viewed significantly differently. And the Milwaukee Bucks already have recent trauma from this. They watched this exact movie play out last year. Damian Lillard tore his Achilles in the 2025 playoffs. He tore it. It's done. This is a career-altering injury. The Bucks are still paying him $22.5 million a year to not play for them. This is sitting on their cap until 2030. The Bucks have lived this nightmare literally a year ago. They know exactly what an Achilles tear can cost this franchise. And now you want them to risk it happening to Giannis in a game against the Orlando Magic on Tuesday in April when they're already eliminated, just so he could share the court with his two brothers? I could kind of see their perspective here. But that's only reason number one. Reason number two might actually be more important, and it has to do with the fact that the Milwaukee Bucks are about to head into one of the most important off seasons in franchise history with almost zero draft capital to work with. Let me break this down for you guys. The Milwaukee Bucks have been mortgaging their future for years to keep Giannis happy. Back in 2020, they acquired Jrue Holiday from the Pelicans. They sent out unprotected first round picks in 2025 and 2027, plus first round pick swaps in 2024 and 2026. That's 4 pieces of draft capital that's gone, and it worked. They won the championship in 2021, so this was absolutely worth it. Then in 2023, they doubled down. They traded Jrue Holiday for Damian Lillard. They sent an unprotected 2029 first round pick and first round pick swaps in 2028 and 2030. 3 more pieces of draft capital that's gone. So if you're keeping score at home, the Bucks have basically no clean first round pick that they fully control between now and 2030. They are the most pick poor contender, well, former contender in the entire NBA. So now imagine this. The Bucks are heading into the 2026 lottery. They're locked into the 11th seed in the East. If they play Giannis in these last 9 meaningless games and he leads them to a couple of wins, they could climb in the standings, which means they'd be sending an even worse pick to the Brooklyn Nets via that old Jrue Holiday trade. But if they shut Giannis down, lose every game from here to the end, and slide down further in the standings, their lottery odds get better. And the one pick they actually get to keep this year, their own 2026 first, becomes way more valuable. That pick might be the only real building block that they have. If Giannis stays, that pick becomes the centerpiece of his next running mate. If Giannis gets traded this summer, that pick gets bundled into a package that they use to acquire whoever the next franchise cornerstone is. Either way, the Bucks need that lottery position. They have nothing else. They literally cannot afford for Giannis to win them games right now. So when you put those reasons together, the Achilles risk and the draft capital problem, the Bucks shutting Giannis down isn't just a basketball decision. It's the only smart move that they have left. The problem is they apparently have never explained any of this to Giannis. They just did it, and that's why Giannis is screaming at a podium about a slap in the face. Not because they made the wrong call, but because they made the right call in the worst possible way. Which brings us to another big reason why Giannis is pissed: the contract. Okay, so here's what nobody at home should lose sight of, because this is the actual engine driving this entire mess. It's not really about a knee. This is not about a scrimmage. This is about a contract. On October 1st, 2026, Giannis becomes eligible to sign a 4-year contract extension with the Milwaukee Bucks worth up to $275 million. If he signs it, he's a Buck through the end of the decade. If he doesn't sign it, he has 1 guaranteed year left at $58.5 million. And then he can hit free agency in the summer of 2027. The Bucks owner, Wes Edens, has already admitted what everybody in the league knows: the likelihood that you'll just let him kind of play out the last year. We can't afford that. It's not consistent with what's good for the organization. The translation is, if Giannis doesn't sign that extension, we are trading him. The owner of the Milwaukee Bucks said that out loud to a national reporter about the best player in franchise history. And here's the part that should scare every Bucks fan watching this video. Mark Stein reported on April 6th that there was already a strong belief league-wide that a long-anticipated Giannis trade would finally happen this offseason. And the public acrimony of the last week has only made executives more convinced. It's not only Mark Stein. Chris Mannix at Sports Illustrated has already named 6 teams for what he called a bidding bonanza. The Knicks, the Warriors, and the Heat are the names that everybody keeps circling to, or the Los Angeles Lakers once LeBron James retires. And the sad part is the Bucks have tried to do everything over the last 18 months to try to convince Giannis to stay. Think about what they did. They waived and stretched Damian Lillard, meaning Milwaukee is literally paying Damian Lillard $113 million to play for the Portland Trailblazers. Then they turned around and gave Miles Turner a 4-year deal for north of $100 million. This was viewed as a doomed act of desperation. And looking at this Bucks team right now, sitting at 30-47, no playoffs for the first time in a decade, their star player publicly screaming at the front front office, the NBA actively investigating them? Yeah, doomed is the right word for this team. Now go back to that line I told you guys to remember at the beginning of this video. I don't know where this relationship goes from here. That's not just frustration, guys. That's a guy that has one foot out the door telling you exactly where he's heading. So where does this end? Honestly, it's hard to see a version of this story where Giannis is on the Milwaukee Bucks next season. And I know Bucks fans hate me for this because I've been saying this for the past 2 years, but the trust is gone. The front office ghosted him. He went publicly and basically dared the league to investigate. The league is investigating. The Bucks are tanking, and the owner has already said the quiet part out loud about trading him, and the entire NBA is sitting there with cap space, draft picks, and a Google Doc full of trade offers ready to send on July 1st. The wildest part of this whole thing is Giannis still hasn't actually demanded a trade. He hasn't said the words. According to him, what he wants is couples therapy. He wants to sit down with the Bucks, both sides talk it out, find a solution. Maybe that's real. Maybe he genuinely loves Milwaukee and wants this to work. Or maybe he's just being a smart professional, refusing to be the villain who quit on his city, while making it absolutely impossible for the Bucks to keep him. Both can be true, and honestly, both probably are. But here's what I keep coming back to. Giannis is the most loyal superstar of his generation. This is the guy who signed the Supermax to stay in Milwaukee when everybody in the media was telling him to leave. This is the guy who won a championship in this city. This is the guy who brought his entire family here, who named his kids after his teammates, who has done every single right thing by this organization for over a decade. If this guy is standing in front of cameras saying slap in the face and I don't know where the relationship goes and openly inviting the NBA to investigate his own front office, this is over. It might take until July, it might take until the trade deadline next February, but it is over. The Bucks era of Giannis is ending in real time, on camera, in the messiest possible way. And 9 games from now, when this regular season finally ends and the league closes its investigation, that is when the actual fireworks start. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think is going to happen with Milwaukee and Giannis Antetokounmpo? Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike.
Shout out to Fly Mike. That was a good video.
Other people, I actually take the time out to watch videos and not come to conclusions without actually watching the videos. I will say this as well though, this is probably going to get much more nastier than what it probably should have, because now I'm not in the greatest of moods after just watching the Lakers. So if I start gets to tweaking, you all understand where that's coming from. Just let y'all know, man.
The Ball Out Highlights said in Swiper, what are your thoughts on Jokic's assist getting boosted up at home games? It's getting pretty nasty. Stat padding at its finest.
I just came back at the right time.
I think of his 5 highest games and assists, I think 3 of them were on the road this year. So I don't know, man. You know, just fake assist. He's not as great of a passer.
But let's take half of them off the table. Does that diminish him as a distributor?
Well, for you, it does, Chill. You are one of the people that has forced me to go down the rabbit hole of watching assists because your argument is based off of just numbers. So unfortunately, for you, it actually does. For you, it quite literally does. I've been trying to make this argument for the last 3 years now, and depending on who I'm talking about or what exactly I'm talking about, for nearly a decade. So for you, Chill, it quite literally does. I've been trying to explain to people, just because John Stockton was averaging 10 assists does not by default means that he's a better passer and playmaker than someone who averages less.
I mean, I don't think so.
As in a Masters, it would. If Jokic was averaging 7 assists, people wouldn't entertain the same conversations they do now.
Interesting.
I mean, Mars wouldn't, because Mars thinks he might be the best passer of all time. So that would obviously change things.
Well, no,
Chill, he averages 11.1 assists at home and 10.5 on the road. Given the fact that road players tend to play worse on the road, it is fair to say that Nikola Jokic does not have a significantly higher assist total. And also, I would mention that he plays 2 more minutes per game on the road, precisely because his teammates probably struggle more on the road. So per minute, he averages exactly the same number of assists at home and on the road. Legend of winning is a joke.
So no, he's not. He's making content.
So when I go down this path, I want everybody to understand what is being said about me instead of the actual argument that's being made. And more importantly, everything that he just said about the assist numbers are basically the same from home and away, let it also be known I said the exact same thing in the fucking video. I said in the video that his assist numbers really aren't that different from home and away. I said that in the video. But we'll see why me, the joke, the person who already did the research that he just did, I'm somehow a joke. But we'll see.
I don't like. We can say whatever we want. Like everyone has the ability to go on NBA.com and watch all of Jokic's assists.
Yeah, you do. And you know what? Go do the same thing.
And also, I watched Luka has the same thing.
That's the thing. If you watch Legend of Winning's video, which I don't know if you did, if you watched Legend of Winning's video,
I did not.
He said this was a. Yeah, so talking on things you didn't watch is probably a problem. So if you watch Legend of Winning's video, I recommend you do so you can actually understand things. Lowe actually spoke about passes outside of it. He spoke about the assist stat being a problem and how even he showed a LeBron clip or one of the most egregious assists ever because he actually didn't touch the ball the whole time. LeBron got an assist. So he spoke about the assist stat as a problem, as a holistic issue.
Okay, but what is the topic we're talking about?
It's just prevalent because of the talking point around Jokic right now. He used that to talk about the bigger problem, which is the assist stat. So if you watch the video, which I would recommend you would do if you were going to talk about something and call someone a joke, you should probably watch the thing you're calling it a joke for. So if you were to do that, you would see it was more about the assist stat than about Jokic in particular. Although he does believe that Jokic.
To be fair, Mars, Mars, when
So I want to, before we continue, shout out to Mars. Shout out to Mars for standing on business because for whatever reason, especially on that platform, y'all decide to allow people to just get some dumb shit off without nobody else being able to respond or anything like that, or even entertaining or interacting with any of the nonsense and just let it be because y'all like to go for attention and stuff like that, which is fine. It's cool. It's an attention market. But then when someone is factually incorrect about something, you should have the ability to address what they're saying and correct them accordingly. So shout out to Mars. I don't even think Mars did that off of the merit of the relationship that we have, just off of the merit of what the facts actually are. And you deciding to go out there and start again, name calling and do a bunch of other nonsense instead of actually focusing on the topic at hand, you doing all those things without addressing what's going on, and come to find out you didn't even watch the fucking video. I don't know. I just don't know. But shout out to Mars though. Shout out to Mars.
I'm not watching the video because I know the video. I know that assists are a problem. I understand very explicitly that assists are a problem. And after I saw the highlight of that video, I read a summary from somebody else who watched the video explaining what he was talking about. I'm not giving him a view.
I didn't watch the game, but someone who watched the game told me about the game, so now I'm going to talk about the game.
Again, I want everybody to understand this individual is saying that he didn't even watch a video, that he is now trying to critique the person who made the video in the topic at hand. How can you dare even discuss what the video was about when you didn't even watch the video? And then you claim that you know what the video was about, and yet your opening criticism towards me was labeling me as a joke based off an argument that I did not make in the video. Hence that you actually didn't know what the fucking video was about. You didn't know. Also, reading a summary about a video in 2026? Who are you? Who does it?
That when Nikola Jokic is the subject, there's going to be a lot of comments.
Yeah,
and those comments are going to be, because the subject around Jokic's stat padding have been already pushed. I don't believe that content creators who have huge platforms should be irresponsible with their content, even if it gets them a few more views.
If you make a Jokic video in the basketball space,
we all making content.
I don't understand how it's irresponsible if the thing that I said is accurate. What I said was a fact. What I literally said is a fact. I can literally show the examples of the numbers that are heavily skewed. It's quite literally a fact. These are facts. In any conversation about the topic at hand, I'm going to have to show examples of what I'm referring to. And so I don't know what is the anticipation of how the video is going to be packaged if what everyone is talking about right now directly pertains to a topic that I have personally been talking about for 8 years now. This is not like my first time discussing it. Jokic is now just another example of what my overarching point was. So if you sitting here talking about, oh, well, why are you using Jokic's name? It's because he's benefiting from the problem that I am trying to bring light to.
If your content is misleading, if you want to say assists are a joke in the NBA and you want to put Nikola Jokic on your subject heading, I got no problem with that.
The title doesn't say that Jokic is stat padding. The title says that the NBA is doing it for Jokic. So it doesn't even say that Jokic is the one doing it. Even in the title, it literally reads as if like I'm putting the onus on the NBA. So it doesn't even matter how you want to cut it or slice it. Even in the fucking title, it still doesn't read that way. Doesn't even do that.
The problem is we are living in a world where people have the attention span of mosquitoes. So
And you are one of them.
If you're going to say that, the vast majority of people are going to watch
And you are one of them.
2 minutes of your video. Obviously, you're going to mention Jokic in the beginning of your video. By the way, I didn't watch the video. Did I get that one right? Did he mention Nikola Jokic in the beginning of the video? Do I understand how Legend of Winning makes content? The point is, you're making a video to talk about a broader subject, and you're using a subject that is polarizing to boost your views.
The funny thing is,
it would be like it would be like.
Lo is going to make a video.
Let me stop and let's attack that point. You can't sit here and say that the community at large has a attention span of a mosquito and you didn't even watch the fucking video. You cannot criticize or try to give some type of understanding of what people's attention spans are to try to give some form of depiction of what exactly the video was about when you didn't watch the video. But secondly, and more importantly, far more importantly, brother, if you make a video and it is 20 minutes long and only majority of the people watch 2 minutes of it, nigga, that's your analytics, not mine. Most people watch 45 to 65% of my videos, not 2%. You suck at creating content. That's the reason why niggas only watch 2 minutes of your fucking videos. So stop projecting your nonsense onto me, my nigga. 2 minutes of a 27-minute video? You think that majority of the people only watch 2 minutes of a 27-minute video? As a sidebar, if that was the case, there's no way with the video would get any form of momentum if people are only watching 10% of the fucking video. That's not how this works. If people were clicking off of the video 2 minutes in to a near 30-minute video, it would not then gain traction because it would tell the algorithm that people are not interested in this video, so it would no longer push it. So clearly, more than just 2 minutes of a video is being watched. Again, you wouldn't know that though. You don't comprehend that. You don't understand that. And as a sidebar, if you actually watch the video, you would realize that the way in which the video is structured, in the beginning part of the video, I spend like the first 2-3 minutes talking about Jokic, but then the next 8 is talking about assists as a whole, talking not only about LeBron and his crazy assist that people found, but going into John Stockton, going into quotes that other people have had about assists, period.
I hand the ball to a player. He dribbles twice. He turns around and he shoots it. Should I get an assist? No, I probably shouldn't. But everyone's getting the assist. Why make Jokic the poster child for your hateful fucking community to hate on him so you can boost views, so you can get more fucking, I don't know, what, more Happy Meals? You need more Happy Meals, bro? Come on, man. Fuck out of here.
Pin, are you saying, Pin, that?
So again, I want everybody to know that when it comes to discussing about the sport, that he is always the one who decides to cross that line first, and then anytime anyone crosses it after him, he then cries like a victim, like, oh my God, why would you ever do that to me? Because you are a fucking coward, my nigga. You are a bitch. You are a bitch. You are a coward. That's the reason why you never show up to any events, because you know for a fact you would have to actually address people like a fucking man, which you would never fucking do. You are a bitch, bro. You're a bitch. You are a bitch. You're a cowardly bitch. And you'll never ever address anybody in real life that way. That's why you never ever show up to any of those events. You never do it. You literally never do it. I don't even have a problem with jokey jokes, hee hee ha ha, all that stuff. I don't have no problem with trolling. But bro, you don't troll, because as soon as someone then comes back at you with their jokes, because their jokes are just better than your jokes and you can't handle when people start joking about you, you then cry about, well, why would you do that? You're not respecting me. Please respect. Put your phone down and look at me when you're talking to me. You're just not respect. You do that all the time. To address what you just stated, bro, I'm not using Jokic as a lightning rod or the poster child of fake assists. I do it for John Stockton. I literally call it Stockton assists. In the video, I called him Stockton assists. You would know this though if you watched the video, but you didn't watch the video. You didn't watch him. You quite literally did not watch the video. So you telling me what I did in the video without watching it, bro, you are dumb. You're remedial. You're idiotic. You should stop talking about things you don't know anything about. You don't know anything about them. You're just yapping right now, bro. You're yapping. But telling me what I said in the video without watching it, bro, you're dumb. You are dumb. And I don't mean that passively. I don't mean that jokingly. I don't mean that lighthearted. I actually think your IQ is low. I think that there's something wrong with you. You're dumb. You are dumb. When I stop and I hesitate to even address you, it's not because about, views and all that stuff. I actually have pity for you because I know I have to now respond to someone that I know is dumb. You are dumb, low IQ, no emotional sense at all, idiotic, dull as an old box of crayons. Nothing is going on up here half the time, and you're cringe. So no, bro.
Y'all know doing the work actually pays off. Researching matters.
I want Ron to be up there crying.
What?
About Lester. No.
Doing the work actually pays off. Research matters from a nigga who is now commenting on a video that he did not watch.
He did no research or watch.
Bro, goddamn, bro. You are a fucking joke, bro.
By the way, Ron, I just got a text message from Legend of Winning.
This nigga's such a
And
troll.
Legend of Winning would like Penn to know that you need to stop fishing for attention. End of sentence. Because if you want attention, I'm adding on. He will give you attention is basically the summary of said sentence.
That's what you gotta do. Here's what you do is fish for attention and you get it. Say no, give me attention.
You don't. All right, this nigga is a this nigga is a troll, bro. This nigga's a troll. This nigga's a troll. Mars is a troll, bro. Mars is a troll.
Shit worked the first time. It ain't gonna work twice, bro.
There's other ways to hunt, Pin. You know?
That ain't gonna work twice. That ain't gonna work twice. That ain't gonna work twice, bro. Like, you're not threatening me with jack shit. You want to have a debate? Come on my show. I'll come on your show. I don't really give a fuck. Honestly, at this point,
what in the fuck are you talking about? There was no bait there. They just said you're fishing for attention. And also, there's no need for anybody to go on anyone's show,
bro,
and talk about what? A video that you didn't watch? What in what world would I ever sit down across for someone to talk about something that you didn't actually watch? What's the point?
On this, I know you attention whoring. I know what clickbaiting is. You don't think that's clickbait?
You don't clickbait?
No, I don't clickbait.
Hey, Chad,
with Scotty Barnes,
I
you don't
know
clickbait?
a place.
Huh? You don't.
This is another thing I hate with people. Clickbaiting and the terminology behind it has been bastardized by people who are either unaware of the space or content creators who are failed and they're trying to justify why their content and their channel never took off. And they're now trying to justify why they are stuck at the viewership that they're at by then trying to say, well, I don't clickbait. That's the reason why I don't get views. But there's nothing clickbait about it. The video is not clickbait. The title is not clickbait because the title that I have in there, I didn't explain what exactly happened in the video. The idea or the process of making a thumbnail and a title that is basically a one sentence title that is given as much as a description of what the video is while also trying to gain the attention of people is not clickbait. That's just you doing a good job at being a content creator. Clickbait is like me saying Jokic, the NBA is stat padding for Jokic, and then you watch the video and we're talking about the Roman Empire. That's clickbait. Clickbait is me saying something and then there's no actual thing going on in the video about that actual title that I have. It would be like I didn't show you any assists at all that were questionable or unreal. I didn't have any examples. I just made a claim and then I start just ranting about Jokic without actually showing you examples of what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what clickbait is. That's what clickbait is. I'm not clickbaiting if I actually accurately give a depiction of what the video is about, and then in the video I actually show you the things that are correlated to the thumbnail and title. What the fuck are you talking about?
Clickbait with Scotty Barnes.
Go check my channel. Do I clickbait?
Can't we all?
You won't believe what I saw. I don't do that shit.
Hey, real talk. I know.
He's like, how long you been doing this? How long you been doing this, Penn? Oh, you've been doing this for 3 years? Oh, you ain't ever gonna succeed. Yeah, just because I don't sell out and fucking do that shit. The one time, let me tell you something. The one time I decided to push back on that take that I couldn't succeed as a content creator, I created a video.
I don't know what they're talking about.
I've created 2 videos that have gone stupid viral. In fact, the one video I created.
You've created what, nigga? You created 2 videos that gone stupid viral? You've created 2 videos that have gone stupid viral.
They have to be shorts. There's no actually long form.
Niggas said they have to be shorts. That's crazy hate.
What video that you had that went stupid viral? The most views that you had
right there,
is 240. That's not stupid viral. That's not even viral. Again, people like to change the definition of words to make themselves feel more accomplished and comfortable. My nigga, 244 is not stupid viral. It's not even viral. For a lot of people, that's just an average fucking video. That's not stupid viral. I don't know what world you live in where 244 is stupid viral.
It's gotta be a short.
No, and a basketball video. That's really good actually. At least
that's not stupid viral though.
No, yeah. Relax, nigga. Damn, I'm not. You know.
So these must be what he's talking about.
Yeah, that was a title. He said Jokic won at life. That's what he said.
No way that this nigga's talking about short form content and stupid virality. Oh man.
That's the case.
Jokic
oh man.
It's nigga.
Created. It was called Scotty and RJ.
Hold on.
In fact, the one video I created, it was called Scotty and RJ have a beefy history.
So he is talking about the actual video. Bro, if you think that going 244 is stupid viral, brother, you have no idea what you're doing. And again, like I said before, you all change definitions to make yourself feel comfortable. 244 is not stupid viral, bro. That's not viral. Getting millions of views on a video, that's viral. Hell, even getting 500 to 750, maybe I can then give you that. But saying that you went stupid viral for a video under 300,000 is fucking dumb. But you say that shit because you like to feel comfortable about where you are. And right now, as I said before, he's trying to justify how after that one stupid viral video that the nigga never came close to ever touching it again. 244 and it dropped all the way back down to 63. And as a sidebar, that's not clickbait, bro. Scotty and RJ have a beefy history. That's not clickbait. You get if you are making a video that then describes what the beefy history or the dynamic between RJ and Scotty, if that's what the context of that video is, brother, that's not clickbait. That's just you finding an accurate way to describe what's going on in a video, and you do so in a way that incentivizes people to click it. There's no bait behind it. You're giving the people exactly what they click for. How's that bait? What I'm telling you in the title is what's in the fucking video. That's not bait. Let's actually listen to this video. Let's listen to this video. In this 1 minute and 54 second video, I actually want to hear all 99 of these problems. Let's hear it. So you're telling me that you showing a highlight reel of Day'Ron Sharpe and entitling it, Day'Ron Sharpe fixes 99 problems for the Raptors, and then you do no explaining at all of it whatsoever, and then I've heard out of your own mouth that a lot of the biggest problems that the Raptors have are offensive creation. And you're telling me Day'Ron Sharpe is going to fix 99 problems? 99 problems is such an exorbitant number that I highly doubt that you actually believe that he fixes 99 problems for the Raptors. And then you don't actually explain it, which is fine. If you're going to use a tactic, to try to get people's attention, that's fine. But this right here is much closer to clickbait, especially because you're not explaining what the 99 problems are. And I don't even think that you believe that he fixes 99 problems for the Raptors. But if we were to ever get into a conversation with each other, you would need to explain that to me before we talk about anything else. Explain to me the 99 problems you think that Day'Ron Sharpe would fix for any team in the NBA, let alone the fucking Toronto Raptors, my nigga. You would have to explain that to me first. If not, then that means one of your most recent fucking videos you uploaded is something that would be deemed closer to clickbait than what I uploaded, because you don't actually even fucking believe the title. Scotty Barnes is not human. Brother, you're doing the same thing, bro. You are literally doing the same. You're doing it. You are doing it. You made a video saying that Scotty Barnes proves he's the DPOY. Are you seriously complaining about my video and you have titles that you don't fucking believe in? What's crazy is that's far removed from what the reality is than what I'm saying. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now,
that's not clickbait.
Pause. That was clickbait. That's the one time I fucking did it, and I got 280,000 views. My point is, I know how to fucking get views. Nikola Jokic won life. Absolutely. That's a little clickbait. That's a little clickbait. It got 3 million.
That's not clickbaity. And also, the title for a YouTube short doesn't fucking matter because no one reads the title for a YouTube short. They're scrolling through the fucking algorithm. Who the fuck knows the title for a short or a TikTok? No one knows it. And the fact that you think that the reason why you got 3 million views on that is because you titled it Nikola Jokic won at life. What are you talking about? And also, that's not fucking clickbait. If you go into the video in the short and then explain why you believe Nikola Jokic won at life, how the fuck is that clickbait?
Bro, speaking of doing something, I got something I got to do, bro.
You know what my point?
I'll give what you do.
I prefer not to farm views, not because it's economically good, but personally because I want to have integrity with my content, and I prefer to sleep at night. I don't need to do. You won't believe what Scotty Barnes did.
And titling something you wouldn't believe what Scotty Barnes did is not clickbait if you then provide the evidence that you did something that is so compelling that it justifies clicking on the video. The truth of the matter is, brother, you keep doing this shit and no one believes at what you're saying. So after they click the video, start watching it and realize what you're doing, they stop watching it. And that's why on your algorithm, it says that people only watch 2 minutes of whatever shit that you're uploading. That's why.
You will not get an audience that supports you beyond basketball with that. You need to earn that shit.
brother. I don't know what comment you're trying to make, bro. I have not only been on multiple basketball channels at this point. All
right, y'all. This has been a Power Hour. I appreciate y'all for watching. Let's get into this prayer before we get up out of here.
Let us pray the pimp's prayer. Lord, please pray for the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong,
Make it
Lord,
strong.
so that she might learn a hoe's place. Amen.
Amen. Yeah.
Ooh, Big J.
Big guns, big clips. I don't fuck around. Big dog, no bitch. I ain't bound down. These niggas, too pussy. They got camel toe. Big pockets, big knots. I move like camels do. Been around, moving quiet, like a mother shit. Verse sound like plumber talk. I be talking shit. I ain't doing no one-on-ones. You know who I'm with. Can't be no broke nigga. I like being rich.
It's rare if you catch a nigga slipping. Shoot that nigga through the window. 33, that's Scottie Pippen. Ha. Heavy lifting, 223s to have them missing. GTA completing missions. I'm my own competition around this bitch. Young nigga in the kitchen cooking up crack with a Mac. Steph Curry hanging off the back. If it's static, I just react. Sniper rifles on deck, nigga. Fan them down like a tech, nigga. Do them old school, put a nigga in the paper, make them old news. Dog walk him like a pet. I'm sliding.